Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Eddie here. Welcome back to The Experience. And guys, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, we have a very interesting dunk release in a different shape as opposed to the usual lows and highs. But before we get into it, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you see anything that you like throughout the video, or if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. And what we got right here is the Nike and Social Status Dunk Mid Free Lunch in the chocolate milk colorway. And as you guys can see right here, especially if you're from New York City, you can kind of see the gist of what they're trying to do. So if you guys really pay attention to this, it's kind of in the shape of a milk carton. And if you actually pay attention, you have the Social Status branding right there, the Heritage Nike logo right there, as well as the Nike and Social Status branding right there. So that's a pretty nice detail. And I really love the fact that it says all natural, 100% authentic, which is really cool. And then we have some other hits right here. If you guys can actually see that, we have the box contents, and that reads as Prestige, Power, Prosperity. The box content, serving size is 1 pair, 32 to 48 ounces. Obviously that has to be the weight of the shoe depending on what size you wear. Amount per servings, we have 2 shoes, which is 1 pair. And then the contents is main swoosh, 2 mini and 2 regular, which is 4. Then we have some mini swooshes at 2, and we have eye stays, which is 2 per pair, which is 4 in total eye stays. Then we have 2 full sets of laces, which equals to 4 laces in total. And then we have the main panels, which is the Vamp quarter foxing, as well as we have 2 tongues, obviously, because we have 2 shoes. And then the work ethic is 100%, authenticity is 100%, integrity is 100%, and these numbers are based on a total of 2 shoes that make up a full pair of dunks. Some of the ingredients are Nike Dunk, Social Status, whole milk, chocolate flavor, strawberry flavor, and wear after opening. Next, when we go into this side, we actually have the sticker tag right there. And the sticker reads as Nike Dunk /SS, and the colorway is canvas and medium soft pink. And of course, my true to size dunk size is an 8.5, and the suggested retail is $130. Next, going into the rest of the box, we have little details like this Nike and Social Status logo right there. And we have this 2 open arrow right there. Then when you go to this side, you can actually see that it says open here as well, which is pretty cool. Then when you go to this side, it actually says sell by fall 2021. It's funny because obviously we're about to hit the fall on September 21st, so they definitely sold it right before it. And we have the Nike logo right there. Then when we go into the main part of the box, if you actually look right there, and we open the lid, we actually have this maze right here. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that game when we used to play as kids. You would actually have to use this little tack thing, and you would move it around and maneuver it in order for you to get it to the middle of the goal. And that was basically the whole point of the game, was to reach the middle, which is pretty cool. So that's a throwback to me, man. And honestly, a lot of the details in this shoe right here is a complete throwback. So now when we open the lid, we actually get this wax tissue paper. And what's really cool about it is that we actually get all of these stick figures with Nike and Social Status logos. And then if you actually open the whole entire thing, I'll probably put that on the B-roll, we actually have a lunch menu which tells us what is on the menu. So we actually have a 31-day calendar, and it tells us every single day what is on the menu. This is literally like the free menu when I used to go to high school in New York City. So another detail to add about the box is that we actually get a lunch tray right there that says milk on it. And we also get a pouch right here with a lot of Social Status and Nike branding right there. So as you guys can see, it says Nike and Social Status. And when you flip it over, we have this beautiful logo, which I really love, man. So let's just get to the main star of the show, man. And what we have right here are the dunks, man. And they're pretty interesting, yo. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So one thing I can say is the quality on these is absolutely A1, man. Like, I'm telling you, they're fire, like, quality wise. But the colorway, I wish they didn't do so much. I get that it's the chocolate milk colorway, but I mean, there's some irrelevant colorways like strawberry and all these other colorways. But you know, it is what it is. There's actually 2 releases for this dunk, which is the chocolate milk colorway and the strawberry colorway. I don't know if it's gonna be friends and family or in-store release only, because they did recently do a raffle for that. But anyways, let's get into the details of the shoe. So starting off with the details of the shoe, y'all, let's start with the toe box real quick. So as you guys can see right here, we kind of have this creamy toe box right here and this velvet material. Next, when we go into the mud guard, we have this white stitch Nike check right here. And then we have this kind of muted nubuck in this light brown colorway. Then when we go into the quarter panel, we then have that kind of velvet cream material right here. Next, we have this addition of this kind of gel Nike check in this pink strawberry colorway. Then when we go onto the back heel area now, we have again that kind of light brown muted nubuck, and then we have this beautiful dark brown right here, man. I love velvet, man. Then when moving on to the heel tab, we have it in this pink colorway right here. Next, we're going on to the midsole. You guys can see we have an aged midsole right here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I saw the product pictures of this shoe, I thought the bottom was a translucent icy blue outsole. However, in person, it is most definitely a solid light blue colorway with the herringbone traction, as you guys can see right there. When we go on to the medial side right here, you can see that we have these extra details. And it's basically the ingredients for the shoe. So I'm gonna read that off to y'all. So it says the ingredients are Nike Sportswear, Social Status, Milky TPU Gel Swoosh, YY Velvet, diffused nubuck. You see, I was saying a kind of muted nubuck, but it's a diffused nubuck. I guess that's the proper terminology. Microbial textile lining, Tyvek label, and round twisted polyester laces. That basically summarizes the whole entire shoe material wise, so that's pretty dope that they have this right here. And again, it follows that whole chocolate milk theme to it, so that's pretty dope, man. And then next one, going on to the laces now, as you guys can see, we have these kind of ropey thick laces. It's not like the fat Dunk laces, it's a little bit different, but that's kind of the best way to explain it. And then when we actually look at the eyelets here, we have these dark mocha brown eyelets, again in that diffused nubuck right there. Next, when we look at the materials of the tongue, we actually have a dark brown tongue right here in the velvet material. And then when we go all the way to the top now, when we look at the tab, we have a Social Status tab right here. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't wanna touch it too much because it's a very soft material. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when you get a raffle ticket and it's like that rippable material. It's like a paper. So that's why I really don't wanna touch it, because I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if it happened with every pair, but I really don't wanna play with this. There's like a little bit of ripping already, and I literally just got the shoe and took it out of the box. So just be careful with that, guys. Try not to pull the tab off from the paper, because you may end up ripping the tab completely off, because it seems like it's a very delicate material. Again, I'm not gonna try to pull on it because I really don't want it ripping. Next, when we go onto the inside of the tongue now, we have a reverse detail with that same green tab right there. However, we have some orange inside stitching right there. And wow, I actually like this detail. I didn't even notice this. The insole is pretty dope, yo. We have that Social Status and Nike labeling right there, pretty fused together. That's pretty cool. I also forgot to mention that Social Status is actually family to Imam Munir. So the same owner, James Winther, actually owns Imam Munir, Social Status, and APB, I believe. So those are basically all in contract with Nike. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that's pretty fire that two of his brands was able to release under Nike with unique colorways of the shoe, man. That's a pretty big power move in my opinion. So that pretty much summarizes the details of this shoe. But before I conclude, I gotta show you guys the right shoe. So as you guys can see right here, on the right shoe, the same thing follows suit. However, we get these light brown laces. And other than that, y'all, that's gonna conclude the overall details of the shoe. So stay tuned for this on full look, all right? So that's gonna conclude the review as well as the on-full look. And other than that, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Make sure to smash that like button. And if you see anything that you like throughout the video, or if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. And other than that, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.